Is doing good. So here's the coronavirus report for Utah. We added over 260 cases from yesterday. So they were 2 hours late today. Again, whenever they're late, that's because we have an outbreak, and they're trying to suppress the information by discouraging people from seeing the truth. Five more Mormons died. How many more Mormons have to die, Mormons? How many more have to die before you start blaming the right people? Governor Herbert's the governor. He gives the orders here in Utah. And Utah is well known for not following the federal government and doing their own thing. And Herbert getting himself in a whole lot of trouble each and every single time he goes and does his own thing. Ordering hydroxychloroquine, over $800,000 worth of it. And then it comes out that it actually kills people. Having a private company do testing, which doesn't get included on the state's records, because it's a private company doing private testing. And then you come to find out that those tests are not accurate. They're just doing the testing because they got a grant money from Governor Herbert. And then the cases that do get reported are only from those Utahns who go to get tested. Governor Herbert will not proactively go out and test people. It's only those who think they might have the virus and they want to get tested. And so Governor Herbert throttles the amount of testing per day. As the cases would get close to 200, so he would shut it down, and then he tried to throttle it down to 100 when he started to get caught. When guys like me started to catch on, and then it was too late. Even though he was still testing low, the numbers were skyrocketing now. And that's what they're doing, they're skyrocketing. He tested 4,000 this time, over 4,000, and we still had over 260, which is more than he wanted. But it seems like he's now just saying, I don't care. We'll post it late and hope that nobody notices. The news is paying attention. Local news is paying attention. I'm paying attention. I keep a statistical daily record of it. Take pictures of every single day. Well, snapshot. See, he doesn't care about Mormons. He's Mormon. He doesn't care about us. Nelson is Mormon, leader of the church, medical doctor. He doesn't care about us. Because when they tell us that we can go back to work, he's telling us to get off welfare. He's telling us to go expose ourselves to coronavirus. Now that more people have it, he's saying, go back and expose yourself now. He took us out of work, and now he's telling us to go back to work so that we can get off welfare, we can get sick and die. He got the hydroxychloroquine because he was intent on killing us. Those who have to be hospitalized would then get a dose of the killer drug and you'd die. A lot more deaths would have occurred had he not been caught. And Nelson's a medical doctor. He knows better. I know better. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm trained in lots of different rescues and certifications for first aid, CPR, firefighting, search and rescue, emergency preparedness, etc., etc. I mean, those who are in authority, those who are in positions of trust, have betrayed us. And they're not being held accountable. Mormons aren't rioting like everybody else in the nation over the cop who executed another black guy. So what is it going to take, Mormons? How much more? Is it just because your family hasn't died yet? Is it because you can't stand a living at home? I mean, yeah, we do need sun. And you can go outside in your yard. Just stay away from people. I go running every morning. I go when there's nobody else around. And so I remain healthy. I've got my air conditioning units. I've got a heat wave going on. It's supposed to be 95 degrees today. It was 99 degrees yesterday. It's not even summer. That means it's going to be bad. I mean, usually when we have a heat wave, there's a thunderstorm that comes in to replace it. We're not getting those. There was the first time when we started to get a little hot, there was a storm, but it wasn't much of one. And that's trouble. So yes, I'm trained on the weather. I don't follow the created Mormon concept of, oh, just read, ponder, pray, and you'll get revelation, and you'll now know. You won't have to do any work. You'll just get revelation. It's like Mormons just don't care. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to hear anybody who says anything negative. Oh, that's negative. That means it's of the devil. Yeah. So we'll just declassify, or not declassify, de-define, de-interpret the inverted pentagrams on the Seagull Gate at Temple Square, which points directly at the Capitol building that's sitting on the hill as you drive up there. But it's at Temple Square, and sure enough, at the door to the temples, there's the inverted pentagram up the top. Satanists know what it means. You know, wow, these Mormons are better than we thought. Dude, awesome. And yet Mormons like, oh, no, you can't say Satan. No, because that's evil, and so that's not true. Just dumb. How many more people have to die before you wake up? Lucifer murders. Who's murdering? Nelson and Herbert are murdering. Murdering the saints. Have you not read your scriptures of the latter days? Great and abominable church is murdering the saints. And he calls it saints. Because it's Joseph Smith. He's prophesying that his organization is going to fall into apostasy. And you Mormons don't see it. You don't liken the scriptures unto yourselves to identify what is true and what is not true. You don't put Alma chapter 32 verse 28 to the test. You don't put it into practice in your life. How are you able to live this long? I just read, ponder, and pray. I go by revelation. It's blind faith. stop here.